I'd like to start this video off by saying I am not a financial advisor. Should you choose to invest in Bitcoin or any other asset, to do your own research or seek the advice of an actual financial advisor that actually knows something about crypto. I had a video uploaded this morning, but I realized that I fucked up a lot in it because I had just gotten off of work and I was extremely tired. I mean, for fuck's sake, I confused the stock RSI for the MACD. So, yeah, I just deleted that ugly shit. Anyways, the main thing about that video was essentially that we broke out of this falling wedge and we actually made the target, and now we are in fact finding support above it. So alright, a daily MACD here was about to turn bear, about to cross bearish, but the pump today seems to averted that, so the MACD is still bullish. Alright, on the RSI here, this is on the daily RSI, we do seem to be putting out in this uptrend. We had a bounce off of support here, and we are about to go back into the overbought territory. Eventually, we are going to have to break below this support because, well, this is the RSI and it can only go so high. And on the daily here, we are in fact above this resistance here. This resistance we've rejected off of I think it was about a week ago. We ended up coming back down, and now we finally broke above it. And I truly believe that this is the start of a new bull run. A couple other analysts I've seen, they're requiring more of confirmation, but personally, I believe we are starting a new bull run. I mean, yeah, it may take us a little while to get above this 10,000 area. At the current rate that everything's pumping, we might actually break this 10,000 area soon. But yeah, personally, I believe the bull run has in fact started. At least the pre-running, the pre-having bull run, that is. And if you look back through a couple of my previous videos, I've explained what I expect to happen. Pre-halving, I expect us to run up between 12 to 15,000, and then immediately after the halving, have a little bit of a crash, and then of course the main run can continue after that. And I got a couple news articles for you here that I'm gonna add to this video. They were on my last video, but I fucked up my last video, so I'm just adding them to this one, so they may be a little outdated from this morning. So just bear with that. Alright, so I just seen this article. It's about our wonderful friend Craig Wright. What is that his name? Yeah, Craig Wright. So apparently his bonded courier is now an attorney, and he stalled the Bitcoin lawsuit that he's I don't know what he's buying time for. In the latest dramatic turn of events in the Kleiman vs. Wright lawsuit, Craig Wright has claimed attorney-client privilege over 11,000 documents from over a dozen companies he was formerly involved with. Wright has also claimed that the infamous bonded courier was an attorney, and so therefore his communications are privileged and cannot be shared. How convenient is that? The latest update in Craig Wright vs. Ira Kleiman lawsuit is a plot twist straight out of Matlock or Law and Order. Craig's history of legal theatrics is only becoming more tangled and complex, complex web of obfuscation. So, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't expect any less. He's been putting on one hell of a performance recently, so Craig has tried to claim that over 11,000 documents are protected by attorney-client privilege when it suits him, and then simultaneously tried to claim he has no control over the companies and cannot access the documents when it does not. He is using the claim of privilege as both a shield and a sword depending on the circumstances, as the latest motion puts it. Out of the companies Mr. Wright has claimed privilege for, all are dissolved except N-Chain and two others, so Wright's claim of privilege is invalid according to the existing case law. Attorney-client privilege can extend after death for a human being, but not for a legal person, which no longer exists, like a dissolved corporation. Bonded courier conversations cannot be disclosed, Craig Wright says. Perhaps the most absurd turn of events is Mr. Wright's claim that the infamous bonded courier, who was supposed to provide him with the private keys for Satoshi's Bitcoin, is actually also an attorney and is therefore protected under the attorney-client privilege. This renders the alleged attorney unable to provide more information about the courier or the circumstances surrounding the elusive private keys. I don't know. Yeah, that's a good fucking question right there. How much longer can this lawsuit last? He's been... I don't even remember when this shit started back in 2018, I think. I can't be too certain about that. I know he's been... I know that... I think this case was like closed a while back, but then he came up with... Then he had some excuse as why he didn't pay his share to... Kleiman's loved ones, or what? I clearly haven't been following this story too closely because honestly, I really don't care about Craig Wright and his shenanigans. But I came across this article and I just found it pretty funny because it sounds exactly like him. Something new. It's always something new. So, yeah. I'm going to give you guys a quick update on the coronavirus here. As you can see, it is still on an uptrend in China. Everywhere else in the world, it's basically flatlined compared to what this is. That doesn't mean they are not increasing everywhere else in the world. It's just very, very, very slow. Like a case will pop up here and a case will pop up there. It's not widespread outside of China, but in China, the cases just keep coming. Let's see. Let me check the case count. Case count is 24,604. The amount recovered, 980. The total deaths, 494. Now, do keep in mind this number here, the total, well, actually, yeah, this number here, the total 24,604, probably is not accurate because there are most likely people that have not checked themselves into any hospital or anything to get checked out because their symptoms just weren't severe and they just didn't think anything of it, and they just, yeah, this case count could be much higher, but that doesn't mean it's that much more of a risk. I mean, it could be a little bit more of a risk, but the majority of it is in China, and I don't see it really spreading anytime soon unless somebody fucks something up somewhere. The stocks did take a hit last week, but they seem to be recovering this week. Unless this virus blows up in other parts of the world, I don't think this is going to do too much more damage to the U.S. stock market. However, China has seemed to have taken quite a downturn on Monday when they reopened their markets. Because yeah, China, I forget which markets exactly, but I know that they closed down their markets to prevent a sell-off. And they actually, from what I've heard, they actually sent out notices, had exchanges or trading platforms tell their clients not to sell, or that, I mean, they could sell, just not over a certain amount. I guess that's what it was. I can't be too certain on the exact amount or whatever, but they tried to avoid exactly what happened. They tried to avoid a sell-off, and a sell-off happened. As soon as the markets opened on Monday, they went down. I think I don't know how much they went down. I think it was like 9% or something like that. But yeah, so their plan didn't exactly work out too well. One more thing before I go. I think this is pretty cool. Millions of investors on TradingView can now buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin through Gemini partnership. What this is, yeah, Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss are teaming up with another social network. The financial visualization platform TradingView today announced the integration of crypto exchange Gemini, founded by the Winklevoss twins in 2014. The partnership gives millions of people on the popular social network a new way to trade and invest in cryptocurrencies directly on TradingView. Of course, in order to use the option, users have to create both a TradingView and a Gemini account. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'll leave a link to this. I'll leave a link to this article in the description below, and I'll leave links to the other articles too. With that, that's all I have for you guys today. I will see you all next time.